Hello, I'm Marcus V. Calvert, and welcome to Tales Unlimited. Today's battery prompt is number 47. You wake up in the middle of the night to the sound of your pets plotting for or against you. Okay. You were abused as a child. You grew up, and you're a bit of a drunk. You like your drugs, especially when you're stressed out. And you shouldn't mix them, but you do. And every so often, your son just does something that you find stupid, and you smack him around. He's like a teenager. He's a geek. He's not half the athlete you were. You drive him, you drive him, you drive him, and he just can't seem to do anything right. He's a screw up. Uh, and then your wife's into dogs. I mean, okay, the big Rottweiler, okay, you love him, right? You love your Rottweiler here. The little yipey one you hate, and then there's a cat hates you back. You hate that cat. Sometimes it's the pets that send you into a rage. You smack your kid around. You smack Timmy around. You don't. Sometimes he doesn't deserve it, but it'll toughen him up. You tell yourself all types of things. You apologize every so often, but you're a prick, right? So one night, drinking, drugs, you're heading for the bathroom. Your dogs are following you. Your cat's following you. You think it's weird. And you hear at first, and you're sitting down on the toilet, kind of bobbing and weaving, and then you hear an argument through the door. And you think it's the young one's like, we should kill this son of a bitch right now. I mean, whenever he hits a flight of stairs, come on, Dutch, I need you. And Dutch, your big dog's like, no, he pulled me out of that shelter. I'm not going back. You hear me? I'm not going back to the shelter. I'm too old. He takes great care of me. I love him. He's the master. I'm not taking care of him. Timmy is going to try it again. All right. We saved Timmy once. We won't do it the next time. Timmy's trying to kill himself. Do you understand? He's going to kill himself if let this guy keep going on. And you basically understanding that your son is trying to commit suicide because of you, and you're getting this from your pets. How dark is that? And that mm, your younger dog and your cat want you dead, and the older one, no. That I would probably write. Um, let's go off prompt. Uh, you're a witch. Aha. You're a witch with more than one familiar, which is unusual. And you're asleep. You can hear your familiars like in the next room, though. Like you were messing with a potion of eavesdropping that lets somebody hear their name. Like, if you even mention someone's name in like 6 rooms away, you can hear it. 6 blocks away, you can hear it. Well, one of your pets mentions your name, and your familiars are like, 2 of them are plotting against you, and one of them is like, no, she saved us. Come on. She summoned us, put us into animals, and by tradition and law custom, you do your time, that you could potentially rise to higher form. Well, so-and-so is offering us humanity. All we have to do is spy on her for another month or 2, and we can stop being her foot servants and just be our own people, maybe even start becoming witches ourselves. It is against the code, and you know it. To even have this conversation is a violation of the pact between us. Never. So one is like, no, and the other one's like, all right, just when it happens, if anything goes south, stay out of the way. But we're going to do it. Yeah. And basically like, if you snitch on us, we will kick the crap out of you. And they're getting into a fight like right now. Your 2 familiars are ganging up on your one, and you decide to get in there and break it up. Or maybe it doesn't get that far, but you go back to sleep knowing that you have a rival who's plotting against you, and you decide to play this out against your traitor's familiars, and maybe even recruit the good one. Or here's one, and this is the one I'd write. All right, you're like a Dr. Evil kind of guy with the cat. You stroke the cat. Well, you insist that all your minions have a white cat too. No, gray cats. You all have gray cats. At the beginning of your world domination association type thing, all of you have cats. And they're like, oh, okay, cool. Now, they bug their offices, they bug wherever they go, but he's like, he says, take your cats with you wherever you go. And these cats have special, like, bugs, untraceable. They hear and see everything you do. So when your guys start to plot against you, you always know. And half the fun is plotting to take over the world while plotting to get your traitors, lieutenants killed, along with anyone they're conspiring with, without anyone figuring it out. And you do it every time because you're so genius, and cats really do help the mad genius think. Yes. Okay, that's 3 ways to write it. How would you do it? Okay, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited. Please check out talesunlimited.net, our website. On it, you will find 2 podcasts, including this one, the Batchery Daily Prompt, and the Disturbing Thought of the Day. Both are daily. Then there are the book links. Hit a link, take you straight to Amazon. And there's some new ones coming out this year, so keep an eye. There is the Batchery series, 200 writing prompts, a little wisdom on writing. It was mainly meant to help people write the great American novel with way less pain, maybe even make money before they finish the novel. But it's also good for all experts of the craft, so all levels of the craft, I should say. So let's say you are already a novelist. You have maybe a dozen books under your thumb. Fine. Go through 200 writing prompts like this one, and what can you do with it? Or comic book designers, evil GMs, screenwriters, you name it. Give it a go. Then there are the anthologies, Unheroic and Book of Schemes. Both go by the New School Twilight Zone school of storytelling. 25 stories to a book. The themes are unheroic, unlikely heroes. Like, what if in an alternate Earth, 9/11 happened because a super spy fell in love with the wrong girl and let her go. And a chain of events resulted in 9/11. And he's on the run. They think he's rogue. His name is Dirt in the intelligence community. And his superior, who understood why he did what he did, gives him a chance of redemption. All he has to do is kill a little girl to save a city. And then there's the Book of Schemes. All kinds of schemes. Twisted, silly, you name it. Something like, okay, in 1830, you cook up an immortality potion, and you just took 1 sip, and you haven't aged a day since. Now some old dying geezer billionaire has figured out your secret and is threatening to sink you in the bottom of the ocean in cement overshoes if you don't make him a potion. Well, you have ideas about that. That's how I write. Now, there is also the I Villain series. Think supervillain fiction, novels, 4 of them currently, working on the 5th. What if there is a superhero apocalypse? All the villains gang up and wipe out the heroes. Like 99.1% of them are dead, gone. And the survivors are underground. They're still saving the world, but they suck at it because all the good heroes are wiped out. Well, this guy who helped do it, his name is Benjamin Clyde, Gentleman Fixer. He has like the best fixer company in the world, Mercs. Hundreds of them. He's toppled governments. He's saved them. He's done all types of good and bad. Pay him enough money. No questions asked. He just wants the details. He'll get it done. And then a deal goes bad and he's forced to give up his multi-billion-dollar empire, fire all of his people, and fight crime. His life expectancy is days. Instead, he realizes there's a market for saving the world. If I have to fight crime, I might as well go large. I'm not going to stop bank robberies or purse snatchers or kidnappings or even like terrorist stuff. But anything that's big enough to have, like, to require billions of dollars to pull off, those are the ones I'm targeting. But if someone's going to blow up the world, even if it's just some kid, okay, I'll stop the kid because I like the world spinning the way it is. It's where I keep my stuff. Shout out to the tick. But he saves the world the way a villain would, and he turns it into a business, and it is indeed a worthy read. Okay, I'm Marcus V. Calvert. This is Tales Unlimited, and until next time.